Oh, class dive bomb from the McLaren! Oh my god! Lando Norris is Tom Cruised it! Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to a brand new video here today where we're taking F1 2022 cars to Kyalami at the South African Grand Prix. This is a circuit I have never driven, ever, and we're going to be taking the brand new crop of Formula 1 cars around here to see, hypothetically, what a future South African Grand Prix could look like. You know, over the years, especially the last couple, I feel like people have, you know, posed the question, you know, well, should we be going back to South Africa? It could be really cool going back there. I've looked at the track map. It certainly looks like a very interesting looking circuit, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. Just, you know, just me out there trying to suss out the racing line, and then of course I'll race around here with a bunch of AI to see if there's any potential for a South African Grand Prix with a modern era of Formula 1 cars. Right, Kyalami, let's see what you've got. Well, I must say, first off the bat, coming out the pit lane, very detailed mod, I must say, here for the Assetto Corsa, so looking forward to this one, but very long pit exit into turn one. Let's see, we've got a bit of a racing line going on here. Okay, that first corner is very deceivingly tight actually on the exit, then a little bit iffy there on the rear end, bit of a double left hand, almost wanting just to carry the speed through, then small little straight, and I think it's into a longer right-hander where I feel like maybe just not quite flat out, having to lift off, go down one gear, then bigger brake zone than you think. These curbs are also massive, by the way. That one was huge on the inside. I think most of them are actually at the main corners. Like, oh, okay. I did not know where we're going. I'm absolutely lost. So left-hander, sharp left, into the right, up the hill. So good elevation actually here as well. Then a blind crest, hairpin. My God. Portimao vibes for sure, I think, on that, you know, in the last two corners of Portimao. Then we go down the hill. It's a narrow bit of the circuit, but I'm guessing hopefully just quick and fast through here. Yep. Flat out through here, then large brake zone, another big curb on the inside that you'll want to avoid. Probably want to go wide on purpose here, to be honest, on that racing line. Try and open up the corner, and then into the final bend, lift off, tightens up, and then the final corner. Wow. Okay, that is a bit of a roller coaster. I feel like once you hook it up, it would actually be a very flowing, fast circuit. So let's see how we do on a full lap. 156. We can definitely shave a fair amount off, I would probably say. But this is going to take a bit of time, maybe, because, like I said, I've literally never driven or let alone seen anything of this circuit. You know, sometimes other circuits we try with the Assetto Corsa videos, I've actually seen races of them. You know, I know kind of roughly what a lap looks like, but this was legit my first time even, you know, seeing it on board. And by seeing it, I was doing it for the first time there. Eventually, after a few laps, I think we get a pretty clean run on this lap you're about to see into turn one. Very bumpy, I found out, on the outside line there. So actually, in hindsight, in the future, probably stay to the inside, trying to avoid all those bumps, kind of like Monaco, where you avoid the bump over in sector one. Then kind of going early on the brakes there to get the car rolled in nice and tight on that apex to launch ourselves towards this right-hander. Early down one gear and really aggressive on the inside curb just to tighten up the corner and allow us to go full throttle on the exit. Again, earlier on the brakes, probably I could go even earlier because you saw there I have to go wide to even keep going. So a lot of these corners you actually have to go a lot earlier on the brakes, and you maybe feel like you want to because it will open up the rest of the corner, as it were. Same thing here with the blind left-hander. Portimao vibes I've been saying, kind of tight on the inside, then kind of opens up, squirrels away a little bit, and as we go down the hill, it's flat out through here, up to 8th gear, and then it's trying to spot our brake zone very early, and still the rear end steps, bit of understeer, but not too much actually. Allows us to get on the power a bit, you know, calmly on the racing line, chuck it in one gear down, and then into the last bend, 3rd gear, roll the car through, bit of a long apex as we go through down to the main pit straight. So pretty tidy lap, but I think now it's time for a race, don't you think? It's going to be a 3-lap race because I don't imagine us really actually surviving 1 lap for the first attempt or 2, but we're going to hopefully make 3 laps. I don't know how aggressively the AI are going to be. I've noticed this is a very tight and unforgiving circuit, so I think with AI, this is going to be manic. But let's see what we can do from the back of the grid in a Red Bull South African Grand Prix 2022 debut. Let's be having ya. Oh boy, this is a very tight grid as well. I've noticed these grid slots, the rows are so close together as we go to 6 red lights. On purpose, I've not reacted as quickly because look how tight everything was there. Like, if you get a good enough launch, you're going to go right into the back of a car, right? I don't know how quick these AI are going to be, let alone aggressive around here. So we're going to see. Hopefully, we can try and make our way to the front, but I'm just trying to also survive. I know these cars are very sensitive to contact, let alone with such a tight circuit, but we're side by side with the Alpha. Valtteri Bottas giving us a real good fight there on the inside. Didn't notice him at first. Now through to, well, what is kind of a flat out court. These guys have DRS open. Lando Norris's AI had DRS open through that entire thing. He is a madman. Right, slow and steady through here. I feel like we could probably gain a bit of time on these AI. Oh, no. Okay, I thought I could go around the outside there for a second, but there's definitely some corners here where I can maybe get the jump on some of these AI. Will the McLaren go down the inside of the Ferrari? Yes, he will. Oh, class dive bomb from the McLaren. Oh, my God. Lando Norris has Tom Cruised it. And has he kept it on the road? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, my God. South Africa. This is all the drama. That was outstanding. That was biblical. That was crazy. Right, lap 1. Oh no! Oh, the Red Bull! Our fellow Red Bull has not survived it. He nearly span it. He held on to it. I've somehow actually not span it so far on lap 1. This is actually uncharted territory here. We made it onto lap 2 without any restart. Can we go? Oh no! It was going so well. We actually, we have broken the curse. We made it over 1 lap, and then we had an issue. Note to self, car's very wide. I need to really double check that I've made the move before I close the door onto the racing line. This happens far too often with these 2022 cars recently in a set of course videos. And it's just because, oh my God, avoiding action! The Ferrari. What are you doing? What are we doing, lads? What are we doing? Chaos has ensued here now at South Africa. It's all kicking off. I was about to say, it's because these cars are so damn wide on the rear. And you just don't know. I don't have the spatial awareness yet for these cars. I'm still used to 2020, slightly narrower. Also, they feel very beefy. Very, very beefy. I don't know if it's the mod. I don't know if it's going to be that much of an issue in real life. I don't know. The drivers have to be careful when they shut the door. But anyway, we go again then for a 3rd time lucky. That 2nd time, well, we hardly even got on the way, really, as it was the McLaren Ferrari having a mare. And the Ferrari basically just pincered me as Alonso and the classic Renault car gets a bit slow. We're up into P5 then. Pretty good. So at the moment, we could be on battling for the podium. Let's try and keep it that way. Stay in this race. Try and keep it clean for the rest of lap 1 and see what we can do. Can we even go around the outside of the Merc? No, not quite. Going to have to take avoiding action. Really lift off. The Renault's there. Just about kept it on the black stuff there. That was very difficult, actually, to keep it going as we got a dive bomb by the Merc. It's going to happen again, isn't it? No! Oh, the Ferrari! Oh, the Ferrari! Oh, my! Okay. This is a characteristic of this mod. I literally did to the Ferrari what Button did to Sainz there up the road, which was basically lifted him up in the air with his front wing because the front's so low and the rear is so slippery with the tyres, I guess. That's very easy to do that. We're going to send one the inside of both the AlphaTauri and the Ferrari. These two are slowpokes, Let's go chase him after JB. It's a 1-2 for me and Button, bringing back the My Team career mode vibes. So let's chase after him then. Get a clean lap going and see if we can get into the lead of this Grand Prix. Surprisingly, it's going quite well now. Famous last words, though. Famous last words. Don't want to jinx it. Let's just take it nice and easy. Try and close down JB. This is kind of good for me because I've always maintained, I've told you guys before, I always go quicker, or I'm more concentrated when I'm chasing after a car. I don't know what it is. It's like almost like a tunnel vision, just for closing down the car rather than just blindly driving the circuit. As Bottom gets on the curb, can we make a move on the out? I feel like there is a move to be made on the outside there if I'm confident enough and get the timing right on the gearing, as JB's a bit slow through that right-hander, blocks me off. Can we go for a dive on the inside? I'm gonna go for it. Oh, he pinched me there. He pinched. There's no spatial awareness going on his inside there. Right, we're not going to probably get it done this next right-hander because my braking is horrendous through here. Easy. Oh my god, I've been forcing to move around the outside, but I didn't mean to make it, but we're side by side with JB. Oh, this is going to be a bit tetchy. I've left him all the room in the world to work with. I don't know where he is. I think he's behind me. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. It's hard to tell sometimes with this car. Come back and start on the inside. Oh my god, I've been absolutely done by JB. It's because he had DRS open. It's because the lad had DRS. No wonder he overtook me there. I don't know how he keeps DRS open. I'm not even opening DRS for this entire race, let alone that double right-hander. Right, we go again. Again, he blocks us off this time. I'm going to go for the outside move, you know. Go for the outside. He's gonna hold that line, but we're going to carve our way on the curb. Lovely. Give him the room. A lot of understeer in third gear. I think... Whoa, my! Okay. Well, what you see there is he Tom's cruised, and he's Tom Cruise too hard. What we found out is Kyalami, it's a fabulous circuit. I think very aggressive, very fun. Curbs, though, at least in the game here, deadly. Absolutely deadly. And more so to the AI, apparently, than the player. But we come around the final bend. We've survived the 3 laps here on the 3rd attempt. And that was, well, that's actually a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. That showed there is good potential. I would love to see a modern take of Formula 1 here at South Africa. Guys, if you did enjoy the video, then be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.